back here on the main page, I'll just briefly direct you to the wealth of information that it's available. First of all, this Hangout event right here along the top of the page. Each week we do one of these on Wednesday. We always welcome questions, comments, ideas for what you'd like to see. So the place to go to find out about the next Hangout event is always here on the website, and you'll find out what we're covering next week and be able to leave any comments, feedback, or connect with us right here along the toolbar on the left-hand side on any of our pages. So we've slated to talk about the forex market a little bit today and take a look at uxColor's unique ability to display over 500 currency pairs with 10 years of back data in our uxColor currency maps. And our presenter today to talk about that is, again, the CEO and inventor of uxColor technology, Chuck Daner. So if Chuck's ready, I will go ahead and turn it over to him, and we'll get started looking at these currency pairs.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. We're going to talk today about currencies, also take a look at a commodity map, and also I want to just introduce you to uxColor. This is a uxColor map. This is a currency map. We'll come back to this in a minute. There's the Swiss franc, unpegged from the euro, but I want to just give you a quick rundown of uxColor. So I'm going to open up a stock price map. We have uxColor has a UX market flow products that we'll be using. Stocks, commodities, currencies, funds. This is the SP 500 to give you an introduction to uxColor. Each row in this map is a stock. This is a daily data map. We also do intraday maps at 30-second intervals. Each column is an end-of-day close, except for the far right, and that's today's value as of the last time updated. And vertical color bands in uxColor are commonality in time. If I sort this map by percentage by the industry, these horizontal bands in a uxColor map are commonality within groups. When you sorted, these are industry groups. To understand a little bit more, uxColor maps numbers to colors. We're using a red relative low value, white mid-range, and green relative high value. You can change that color spectrum. If you have a degree of red-green color blindness, this might work a little better for you. There's a lot of the population that does. And this is the standard finance. So this is a one-year color window, and color is relative to the range of time of that color window. So in this map, red are relative low values over this 1 year, February 3rd, 2014 to February 4th, 2015. So red are your 52-week lows, and green are your 52-week highs. I can update this map during the day. Update, goes out to the server, got a new value as of 132.34. And now if I sort this map by percentage change at the right-hand side, this gives me who's up today over yesterday's close. So at this point in time, this is the issues list. It runs parallel with the map. As I scroll up and down in a map or the issues list, they both move. So at this point in time, 132, Disney's up 7.99%, Whirlpool's up 7.71%, and I can go down and see who's down at the other end. Ralph Lauren is down over 17%, Staples is down, Gilead Sciences, they announced earnings yesterday, disappointing. They're down 7.39% at this point in time. I can do a variety of sorts in the uxColor map. I can sort to a pattern. If I want to find stocks that say, I click on this. If I want to find stocks like that, I just go sort to that stock, and I sort it to that stock's pattern. So you can sort to a pattern. If you're a stock trader, then you might have a head and shoulders pattern, and we're doing a lot of pattern matching work and improvements to uxColor. That's a little bit about it. Again, vertical color bands are commonality in time. Horizontal bands are commonality within groups. When I sort by industry, I can sort to a change over any period of time. If I want to say who's up and down and how much are they up and down over the last 5 days, we have this toolbar across the top. I'm just going to pick the last 5 days. I pick 6 days. And I go out here and sort by span. And now this column, let me move this over here, is showing me that over the highlight stays on the issue that's highlighted. Harman International is up 31.21%. If you're a momentum stock trader, you might want to track that and look at who's up today and maybe expect some persistence in that over the next few days. Let's go to the currency markets. So this is a currency map, uxColor currency maps. Let me just show you. Here is the uxColor Pro product that we're running, UX Market Flow Pro product. Commodities and futures. We'll look at a commodity map just in a second, just to have that in context. Currencies, money market, treasuries. This map has stock data for 15 countries. It has funds, ETFs, U.S. stocks. We also do intraday data. This is what an intraday map looks like in uxColor. Let's get the SP100 intraday volume. This is a map yesterday at 30-second intervals. And those are intraday maps, and you have a number of those that are included in the product. And pretty soon we'll be bringing out a real-time intraday running during the day. Let's go back to that currency map. So here's currency, 500 pairs. Here's the name. I can sort them by base currency, or I can sort them by counter currency, or I can sort them by name. And this is the Swiss franc. And let's bring this over so we can see. Let me widen this out a little bit. Here's the Swiss franc. Highlighted is the Swiss franc to the US dollar. And what we're seeing is the Swiss franc over the last few days. January 15th, that's when they unpegged versus the euro. Huge jump in value, huge jump in price, in value. And we're seeing that some of that, and I'm going to show you something historical in the Swiss franc that is very much like this. And we're going to walk away from this thinking, what are we going to do with Swiss francs at this point in time? Maybe everybody lost their shirt, and a lot of forex traders aren't trading anymore. Forex specialty companies aren't in existence anymore after this move by the Swiss. This, if you're wondering what that is, that's the Swiss franc to the ruble. There is, let's sort this, let's go out and find the rubles and look at the ruble. What I'm going to show you is the supposedly the day Russia lost the war, and it was the war, currency war. And, oops, sorry, I didn't get the ruble. Here's the Russian ruble. So this is November 27th, and you're seeing the Russian ruble's been declining in value against all the currencies ever since the Crimean crisis. And what I wanted to show you was, let's go back and see it in light of the French franc. Here is that day in the news. That's called the day Russia lost the war, and that was the rout of the Russian currency, December 17th, December 16th. And if I want to see how much the ruble has lost from a period of time, I can do this. There's a toolbar across the top. I can say, let me understand how much the ruble lost from here to here. And I just pick a color window. And now I go sort that by the change over that time. And it's telling me that the ruble has lost 17.65% against the euro, 18% against the pound. It's lost 16.53% versus the dollar. Let's go back and sort this by name again. So this is pairs, and let's go find the Swiss franc, S-W-I-S-S, Swiss franc. I want to get those in view, and let me zoom in a little bit. Go back to that highlighted, and so now let me bring it back to today. I'm sorry, I see I had that back in time. So this is yesterday, value as of yesterday. We're not running real-time data in currencies yet, but what I want to show you, so this is a currency map. I want to understand who was up yesterday over the previous day's value. I can sort this by change at the right-hand side. So the Russian ruble against the U.S. dollar, Russia lost against everybody. The euro lost against the Australian. Canadian dollar, the Australian currency was strong yesterday. And some of these pairs, I know many of you are just concerned about the majors, and I must admit I'm not a forex trader. I wanted to show you this to you, and so the Hangout topic was selected just on giving an introduction of uxColor and the technology and the color mapping to forex traders, in hopes that we would find some interest. Let me go back to that highlighted series. So there's the Swiss franc. Let's go back and sort this by name. And so I can calculate the change over any period of time. I can see who's up and down today. Yesterday, the Swiss franc to the And so what we're seeing is this color going from red to green. There's a big jump. I can line graph some of this. Line graph from, let's just, what is that? That's the Swiss franc to the US dollar. So let's just line graph that. And here is a line graph of the Swiss franc and US dollar pair. And on these line graphs, you can zoom in and zoom out. Just do that. There's that January 15th move that day. And since then, we've seen it fallen off. And so I think as a naive forex trader, I would wonder, has it overshot? And what's going to happen? How long can it be held like this? What's going to happen in world currency markets? What's going to happen to the Swiss? And so what I want to do is go back and show you a point in time very similar to this. Maybe you didn't realize this exists, but let me go back. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to take this color window. So right now I'm looking at a 1 year. So these are 1 year values. And I can look at this Swiss franc within its 3-year range, still near 3-year highs for all of these currencies. Let me go back to a 1 year color. And here's what I'm doing. I'm going to get you, I want to leave this, I want to stop this at about 15 minutes. I'm taking a 1 year color window and I'm scrolling across. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 9 years of daily data, London close, and I'm just going to go back in time. And what I want to show you, and I'm going to bring this back to today, so outlined is the Swiss franc US dollar pair. And what I want to do is to show you this point in time. And if you're wondering what's going to happen, how long can this go, there's the point in time that I want to show you. So here is, and you know, I've looked at across different currencies across the world at different times, and surprisingly, this type of move has this type of abrupt move is probably most noticeable in the Swiss franc. So here is August 9th, August 11th. And if you go back and read the news, you'll understand why that happened and what happened at that point in time. Franc just jumps in value against all the currencies that we're showing there. And it persists for a while. And so let's see, this persistence is from, so the initial jump was August 8th and September 6th. So let me figure out how many days that is. So that is, let's go get one extra day. So that was 22 days. And you see at that point in time, all of a sudden, it reversed. So my question as a naive currency trader is, are we going to see, or not a currency trader, a naive, very amateur, I'm just showing you the technology. Maybe I hope that some of you will come out and maybe say, give it a try, and we'd be happy to provide this to you for free. And so now, let's compare that pattern to today's pattern. So let me bring this back to today. And so this has gone on the franc since January 15th. And if I set this color window at one month, it hasn't quite been, you know, it's been about, what is that, 15 days. So let's go back to that 1 year window. And let's go look at, you can open multiple copies. You can open as many maps as you want. The bigger your monitor, the bigger your display space, the more data you can show. We've been up on a data visualization wall. Imagine a monitor 8 feet tall by 80 feet long and had 3 million data points visible. This is probably about 20,000 data points. But I want to show you another currency map. Let's see, there's, we have this, and I have a second one open. I'm just going to bring up. I just want to compare these two. So here's today. I'm going to bring this down. And some of our programming at this point in time is all about matching these patterns back in time. We're doing it visually right now. So there's that point in time back at August 8th, 2011, lasted for about, what did we say, about 26, 27 days, 30 days, and here we are today. You'll see that there's much the same type of a big jump, overshot, starting to decline, and eventually currency markets decided to, something changed and somebody gave up. And I think maybe we'll see what happens over the next few days with the French franc. So that's a little bit about uxColor. If you're interested in using this product, it's not for sale, but we'll let you use it for free. We're looking for feedback, looking for people who have certain types of data and might want to use it. Just email us at info@uxcolor.com. And let's go look at a commodities map. So I just clicked on that. That opened that map up. Here's some commodities. I just wanted to show you in terms of there's some data holes that we need to fix. I'll write that down. Commodity prices are across the board pretty much near 3-year lows, except for these greens. I just said, show me today's values within a 3-year context. And cattle are up. Cattle are up. Big drought in California, leading to a decline in cattle prices. That's starting to happen. Cattle were up back here while everybody else was down. Somebody else that's up, that's electricity. There's lumber. This is also electricity. That's probably an index value. So that's a little bit about uxColor. So come see us at uxcolor.com. If you'd like to use the product, send us an email at info@uxcolor. And that's pretty much all for me today. Adam, back to you.
All right, Chuck, thanks. Great presentation. I'll just close by reiterating what Chuck said a number of times throughout the presentation. For thought leaders, influencers, innovators, people that like to be out in front, this is a tremendous opportunity to come along with us as we put some of the last development issues on the table for uxColor before we bring the product fully to market. And as a thought leader and an innovator that can partner with us, you'd have an opportunity to be one of the early adopters of this exciting data visualization technology that we think is data visualization for the 21st century. So I encourage you to contact us through our website or through any of our social media channels or outlets, and look forward to working with you. That's it for me, Chuck. Any last words? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hang up then. We'll see you next week. Thank you very much.